So it's that time of year again. Channel's been alive for a year now. Merry fucking Christmas. This is Celestia and Luna Save Christmas by book. The great city of Canterlot slept like an innocent child, a quiet hush over the capital so graceful and styled. The fillies and ponies rested easy to believe that tomorrow would be another great heart-warming eve. Celestia and Luna spent this night together, these moments between they learned to treasure. When all of a sudden their fireplace did roar, and out plopped out a stranger flat onto the floor. "Identify yourself," Luna did cry with fiery hot rage, her longhorn glowing bright and right to engage. Celestia was less gung-ho about the man in the room, calming her sister before she brought down his doom. He wore a bright red suit and dark black boots, and a thick white beard with long settled roots. His cheeks were pink with a flushed healthy look, and whenever he moved his fat belly shook. Before Celestia could ask the weird man his name, he jumped in a move that put Rainbow Dash to shame, and landed up with his belly jiggling like half-frozen honey, speaking in a loud voice that gave Luna a run for her money. "Ho ho ho," he said, and shook Luna's hoof with a smile. "You're hard mares to find. Hope this was worthwhile." Luna jerked back her leg and scowled at the stranger, still seeing him as a grossly overweight danger. "I don't mean to be rude," the white sister said next, "but why are you here?" she asked in a voice surely vexed. The fat man laughed again and took off his red cap, tucking it under his arm and closing his mitted hands in a clap. "Celestia and Luna, I'll make my story very quick. You see, where I come from, I'm known as Saint Nick, and every time round this year I go and deliver toys to all the good little girls and good little boys. Here's my problem," Saint Nick said with remorse. "I have 8 magic reindeer to steer my course, but they have fallen quite sick and can no longer fly, and Christmas will be cancelled if I can't take to the sky." "That's awful," Celestia gasped. "What can we do?" "We'll provide whatever we can to help aid you." "Actually," Santa Claus said, putting his head back in place, "what I need are 2 magical creatures of speed and grace." "We'll be 2 beasts of burden," Luna said with a frown. "Not at all," Saint Nick replied with the joyful voice of a clown. "I simply ask of both of you on this one cold winter night that you stand in for my reindeer and help set things right." The white volunteered at once with her hoof up high. Princess Luna drafted herself as well with a sigh. "Excellent," Santa said, and rubbed his bright pink nose. They went up the chimney with magic dust red as a rose. They flew up the castle, and when they came to the head, what did they see but Santa's giant crimson sled? "I'll drive it from behind, and you two will pull. We can still make good time while the night is still full." Celestia and Luna took their place in front of the sleigh, while Santa crawled into the carriage and the reins a-sway. He struck the leather strips to goad the princesses to move, and Luna's eyes glowed bright to show that she did not approve. When the 2 princesses lifted the big sled into the air, Santa called out their names from his carriage chair. "On, Celestia, on, Luna, time to spread presents and gifts. Our first stop's at Dover and her white cliffs." And so they took off, violating the laws of space and time, to arrive at Earth at a simply astoundingly quick pace. And in a time that both princesses could best reckon, all of England had been gifted in what seemed like a second. With no time to waste, they raced across Europe as well. No time to dawdle, no time to dwell. Africa, Asia, the Americans, and Australia too. Presents appeared wherever they flew. With the last presents delivered, Saint Nick jumped back on his ride, his relief and good cheer impossible to hide. "Celestia and Luna, I cannot express in the least how much you have helped me, from the west to the east." "Always happy to help," Celestia replied with her radiant glow. Luna simply nodded, so very slowly with her gaze held low. "Luna, cheer up," Santa said. "You helped save Christmas and more. If it weren't for you and your sister, children would find tomorrow a bore. We thank you for your gratitude, but we must admit that after this night my sister and I will once again split. Our moments together are rare, and after this night it will be hard just to visit my sister outright. Santa scratched his great chin when his mind went to work, and he thought up a plan that made him smirk. You two have done so much for me, and it wouldn't seem right to thank you in some way for your help tonight. The guards came into the chambers in the morning, and when neither sister was there, they raised a warning. They searched high and low for the two sisters gone, with no pony else capable of raising the dawn. When all of a sudden the sun rose with a flash, and the guards took arms to quickly dash and find the princesses who were surely there as the shadowy figure on the balcony stairs. They burst on the scene with spears held level, only to see the back of Saint Nick's clothes as red as the devil. He laughed and handed the captain a note from a big pocket underneath his coat. Dear subjects, it read with hoof writing so neat, don't be alarmed if you could not find us to greet. Saint Nick here will use his magic to raise the sun and moon for our nation. As for Luna and I, we'll be taking a vacation. See you New Year's or something. Ho ho ho.